Hi, this is Joe Wang here with more tips and examples on how to live a fruitful life. Today I'll be talking about fruitfulness in appreciating one's own circumstances, because the thing is that sometimes it's easy for me to compare myself, to other people, to even though I know that it's not good for me, but it's hard, a lot of times maybe, or even if it's not comparing myself to others, but it's more of like, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, I wish life went this way or life went that way. So today I'll be talking about a situation in which I realized to make the best out of it, to appreciate what I currently have. So the thing is that like my job, right? I mean, obviously I love my job at Chick-fil-A. I love my job at Chick-fil-A. I love how, what the company stands for, what I can contribute to the team, love serving the guests, I love everything about my job, and even like the co-workers, everyone is, friendly, and I get along with them really well. I love my job currently of what it is. But in the beginning, this wasn't the case, right? Like in the beginning, when I finished, college, I was trying to establish myself, but in the meantime, wanted to find, a job, because obviously, need to pay certain bills. Yes, I live at home, but pay certain bills like, like car insurance, like getting gas, car maintenance, medical, and all those different bills that I have to pay. So obviously, and of course, so obviously, I needed, a job. And the thing was that at first, coming back from college, the first job that I thought of doing was like, to get quick money, was to work at GameStop. And the thing was that obviously I put in different applications. Like I put in application to GameStop, Chick-fil-A, of course. Obviously I put it in. That's why I got a chance to get hired. Chick-fil-A, and then I also put in a few other ones like Target, Best Buy, a few other groceries, like I think like even like Sprouts, all those different places. Like I applied to a lot of different, places to get like, a job, right? A part-time job, to get certain money, certain quick money in the pocket. And the thing was that out of all the places that I applied, at the time, right? At the time back in, 2018, I had my big hopes on GameStop, right? On GameStop, because the thing is that I love video games. As many of you know, I love video games. I love talking about video games. So the thing is that it's natural for me to wanna, work, even whether it's part-time or full-time. I wouldn't mind, working in an industry, which I love, like a specialized industry that I love, and obviously that's the thing, that's the thing is that obviously I didn't get a job. I did not get a job at GameStop, and I got hired to work at Chick-fil-A. So the first few months while working at Chick-fil-A, I was comparing myself. Like I started to feel, distressed for the first few months. I felt distressed. I didn't look at the bright side. I kept dwelling on the fact that I didn't get hired at GameStop, and why didn't they accept me? life would be so much better if I worked at GameStop at that time, obviously. But then, and also because I had other friends that, that got a job at GameStop. Like I knew people that worked at GameStop. I had friends that applied for GameStop and got the job there, So, and they were also people that were as knowledgeable as me about video games and stuff. So I kept like at the time I kept comparing myself, saying why didn't I get it? What was But then after a while, I told myself, say, hey, there's no need to compare. Just look on the bright side of my job, appreciate, learn to appreciate my circumstances of what I am right now. No matter what I do, do it to the best, and appreciate it. Focus on, focus on the good parts of working at Chick-fil-A, the perks, right? And the thing was that after that I kind of focused. I told myself, say, hey, there are actually good things about working at Chick-fil-A, and then the thing was that I started realizing that I actually love working at Chick-fil-A. Like the employees were fun, the employees were fun, the customers were friendly, and all those different stuffs, right? Basically, I just realized that I just need to appreciate, what I have currently, rather than, instead of sulking, and grumbling about the life that I don't have, to appreciate the life that I have, and the thing is that obviously, and that's what made me so much more, more happy and more satisfied, more content, and more, and more fruitful, and then the thing is like obviously due to the coronavirus, right? And the side note, it made me even appreciate my job more. It made me appreciate my job more because the thing is that, I mean, even before coronavirus, I already, grew to love my job. Already grew to love my job, loved it because I love my coworkers. I get along with all my coworkers, and I love what Chick-fil-A stands for. I love everything. I love everything. But the coronavirus made me want to appreciate even more because the thing is that, especially in California, we're currently in a shelter-in-place, situation where where businesses are forced to close down. We're not allowed to go out, only except for essentials. And the thing is that because Chick-fil-A has a drive-through and because we serve food, we're in the food industry, then it's considered a necessity. That's why, we remain open. So the thing is that I learned that from this lesson about, working at Chick-fil-A, throughout the time that I worked at Chick-fil-A, from I would say, after a few months of getting into working at Chick-fil-A, I learned to, appreciate my circumstances, to love my circumstances, to look at the, the bright side, look at the bright side, look at the, the pros of, the perks of working, of my job, and the thing is that life will be so much more, fruitful that way. So yeah, this is all I have for today. If you want to know more tips and examples on how to live a fruitful life, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.